Hey, what's happening, friends? This is Andy coming to you again here from my Daily Funk Club headquarters, and today's going to be a fun day because we're going to do a pedal demo. And I don't do as much with pedals because it's not something that I use a lot in my kind of live performing scenario, but I like pedals because I think that they're fun and I think that they're creative, and there's definitely a lot of like kind of sonic playground possibilities with pedals. And it's good to be able I think it's good for every bassist to be able to understand and incorporate pedal use, because you never know what kind of gig we're going to end up getting where the pedals will be applicable. You know what I'm saying? And having some knowledge and having a little board that kind of does a lot of different things will be something that's very useful. It's possible that, with today's modern music, that the bass guitar needs to kind of play the role of a synth bass part, and there's just all different kinds of ways that effects can work well and tastefully with the bass guitar. So I put this board together. The primary reason for this demo is because I just started working with this company that makes these 4 pedals right here called One Control. One Control is a brand that a good friend of mine, Bobby DeVito, I've known him for many, many, many years. He used to work for Arista Records, and a long time ago, back in the early 90s, he helped a band that I was in form a relationship with Arista Records. Unfortunately, they didn't sign us, but, that's a sad story. But we remained friends. And now he's the artist relations manager for this company, One Control. And, he hit me up and he told me what was going on with this exciting brand. It's got a really great reputation for high quality. And asked me if I would like to check out the pedals. And, of course, I was happy to. And I'm really glad that I did. So there's 4 pedals by One Control here. The first is called the Crimson Red Bass Preamp. The second is the Dimension Blue Monger. It's a chorus pedal. The third is the Hooker's Green Bass Machine, which is a distortion. And the fourth one is called the Lemon Yellow Compressor. And these 4 pedals are really, really impressive. We're going to listen to them all. And then also on this board, I just put a few of my old standby favorites, an MXR Octave, the Digitech Synth Wah, and my Hardwire, which is made by Digitech Delay Looper, DLA. And so let's just dive in. I'm going to be playing this P-Bass with the Nordstrand Power Blade pickup in it. And here's what it sounds like with nothing on the pedal board turned on. And I'm using the Mesa Boogie Strategy 888 tube head and the Bergantino 212 cabinet because the amplifier, I love this tube amplifier. I think it's one of the best tube amps out, and this 212 cab is probably, one of the best, if not the best 212 on the market right now. So we have a really great source sound for our amplification and a really great source sound that's kind of common to what a lot of people have, a P-Bass with really nice Nordstrand pickups in it. Okay, so that's what it sounded like with nothing. Now, of all the pedals, the one that has impressed me the most and the one that I least expected to impress me the most is this Crimson Red Bass Preamp. It really, really sounds beautiful. It makes this nice big round sound, and it takes it from that kind of a little bit aggressive, passive kind of place and puts this nice smooth round edges on it. Takes away a lot of the fret noise. Makes these nice defined character attack on the note. So it makes just for a really nice kind of well-behaved, fat great sound. So I'm really impressed with the Crimson Red preamp. That one blew my mind. I didn't expect it to be so cool. Next down the line is the Dimension Blue Monger chorus pedal. A beautiful, smooth, well-behaved chorus. It's not overly wobbly or crazy or, you know, super robotic, space-age kind of sounding. It's just a smooth and useful musical chorus pedal, and it's something that I would really like to, that I would be able to incorporate and use because it's not so overbearing. I think that with effects, the key to them being tasteful is using them sparingly and not necessarily using them on full blast all the time. You know what I mean? Just real subtle. So the Blue Monger is fantastic. Next down the line we have the Hooker Screen bass machine, which is a dirt box, a distortion overdrive. This one I think sounds best in conjunction with the lemon yellow compressor. Back a little bit on the bass. And I think that that's the sickest tone that this thing can do. You know, the tone's about halfway on the P bass. You know, it tracks power chords good. Sometimes these fuzz boxes, these dirt boxes, don't track the double stops and chords as well on a bass. So it's a great dirt box. And the compressor really goes well with it. Now, let's get back to talking about this compressor specifically. The nice thing about compression in a pedal is that we're not using it for limiting, we're not using it for speaker protection and amplifier transient management. We're using it for sustain and dynamic range normalization, right? So here's it without it. Bring the tone back up on the bass. So it's helping with kind of giving everything a nice, smooth, even kind of volume. When I say dynamic range, I mean volume. So it makes the low notes, the mid-range notes, and the high-frequency notes all hitting, being presented at equal volume. So using the compressor is also really nice because it enhances the use of effects that for coloration, for sound effect. You know what I mean? So here's the chorus without the compressor. And here's the chorus with the compressor. So it kind of controls the low end. It kind of harnesses the low end a little bit, restrains it ever so slightly, and then it kind of smooths out the upper mids and the high end, and makes everything really, from a frequency standpoint, evenly represented, and therefore you tend to hear what the effect is doing a little bit more clearly. So this kind of acts as a, the compressor actually is really nice and acts as somewhat of a way to enhance the use of the effects that actually change the you know, the kind of like modulation effects and things like that. And then also on the board I have the octave pedal. So using the octave pedal with the chorus, see how the compressor really helps this scenario where I'm starting to double up, I'm starting to pile up effects. And in this scenario you could start to get like some synth bass types of sounds, you know. Maybe if you're doing something along the lines of like a kind of like that hip-hop, breakbeat stuff, and dance music, EDM, that, you know, slow grind. Yeah, I think that these special effects, kind of modulation effects and stuff, sound best when you're playing slow stuff. You start playing really, really rapid-fire, fast stuff, it starts to sound like, it can start to sound like mush. Okay, and now the other one that I have on the board is my Synth Wah. It's just one of my favorite pedals. I've used it for 25, 30 years. Now, the way that I have it set is that it's octave and envelope filter being used simultaneously. The reason I like that is because I can get that sound, that bootsy sound that is envelope filter and octave with just one pedal. I don't have to use two, so I can conserve real estate and have one pedal that does that sound. But let's hear it with the compressor. Without the compressor. So again, the lemon yellow compressor is really helping this scenario using the synth, the octave and envelope filter coming off of the Digitech Synth Wah. And then the last pedal on the board is the delay. A little bit of slap back. Right? Now with the compressor. I think that the compressor really kind of helps the delay as well. Let's try it with the delay, chorus, and compression. Oh. So there you have it. There's kind of the board. I've shown you most of what the different kind of things that this particular arrangement will do. And just to kind of summarize, this mostly is about the one control pedals. I love the crimson red bass preamp. That's the sound that I would be using for, 87% of the show. And then having these other things for specials, that one special moment or 10 seconds in the song where you pop it on and you can add some really tasteful special effects to the music. And if I need dirt, I got great dirt. Like I said, this one sounds best in that kind of murky, fuzzy geezer place that I like so much. The bass players that have influenced me most with the dirty sound are Larry Graham, Geezer Butler, and Roger Glover. So those are kind of like that's kind of like the sound where I like to go to when it comes to dirt. And it goes there great, and the compressor together really works well. And the chorus is just like I said, it's just a really well-behaved musical chorus that isn't overbearing. And yeah, so I'm really excited about having these One Control pedals, and I just want to say thank you to Bobby DeVito and everybody at One Control, and I look forward to using this stuff and having it in my arsenal, having it at my fingertips. And yeah. Oh, also the power distribution is by One Control, and it's really, really nice because it's this tiny little box over here, and all the AC goes right into this little box, and then it goes to the wall, and everything has nice, clean and quiet power. So yeah, it's a great little kind of compact board that is capable of doing a lot of different things, and certainly having a lot of fun with. So yeah, for sure. I mean, if I'm using this, this crimson red is on all the time for me. I just love it. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching all the videos. And yeah, have a great week. We'll see you next time. Right on, friends. Peace.